Hey everyone, my name is Gunther, and welcome back to another episode of Surviving the Abyss. In our last episode, we found a monster, or I guess more like a monster found us, and we've had our first close encounter, if you will. But today's episode is not about the monster, although I'm sure we're not going to see the last of him just yet. But today's episode is the need to fix some of our resources. We have crew recreation access issues. We got to figure that out. We have some malnourished, and somehow, not really sure how, we have one injured crew member that we need to take care of. Now, more pressing though is our resource situation. We currently only have 11 concrete. We're finally bringing some in, but we have a power issue. Now, I was kind of just playing around and seeing how we could figure this out, and I did not realize you can actually place power lines through the dark, and we can connect our two bases and we can share the power. We actually have an abundance of power, and I don't know how, but that's okay. It's going to happen. And we now have our power situation figured out, and that means we can start to collect even more concrete. Where's the concrete? There. No, that's copper. That's not what I wanted. That's iron. There's copper, steel, concrete. There we go. We'll place that one down. Destroy this one. We don't have a free mining sub, but I think that's easily fixed. We'll go ahead and assign over here. We're not going to be able to take advantage of the copper just yet because we haven't unlocked that research just yet. But I think a more pressing matter is to figure out our recreation issue. And I think after some thinking, I've decided we're going to unlock the mess hall. So this is going to give us no oxygen, which is really weird. You think a mess hall would require oxygen, but that just works in our favor. It is going to use up even more of our precious concrete, but it's going to help us to fix our low quality food situation. They're not going to be as upset eating low quality food when we use the mess hall. So I think that's a perfectly normal response, and I think the best place to put it, I want to put it right there. It's not going to work. We could stick it. I want to kind of grab as many buildings as possible. So I think we're going to go. It looks so terrible when we do it like that. How are we going to do this? Let's go. Like so. We'll tack it onto the hospital. That's going to cover over here. We do need to get one over here. We need to cover as much as we can. So let's go ahead and place one right there, and then we'll connect it. We do have to power, of course. We got to power it, but it's not going to take a whole lot. We have 16 power. I don't know how we have 16 power, but that works. We'll take that as a win. And considering we have so much extra power, why not set up over here as well? And I think we have some additional habitats that we can take advantage of. So we did, in our last episode, we set up our first protein harvester. Now, in hindsight, I did not realize this. Our protein harvester does not actually require the marine stabilizer to utilize. So I feel like that was maybe a waste of resources, but that's okay. We can work through that. But we're going to run into another issue, which is we just don't have enough... we don't have enough staff. We don't have enough people. So we're gonna make some additional clones. Hope for the best when it comes to that. And I think that's really about it. I think as we move further into the game, we are going to utilize jump cuts a little bit more. As we're getting into that waiting game, we need to, stabilize our resources a little bit. I don't think it's something you necessarily need to see a whole lot of. So we'll make liberal use of the jump cut feature. So I hope that's okay with you. If not, let me know. I don't know. Nobody's really commented, but that's okay. It's all in an effort just to have fun and play some video games. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Well, that's unfortunate. We failed our first one, so let's hope that works out in the meantime. We have some time, so while we're waiting for everything to unlock, going back through, maybe we should unlock reinforced drill bits. That'll allow us to get the copper. I don't really know what copper we're going to use that for just yet, but I'm sure it'll come into account at some point. And I think we need to start exploring a little bit further. So, knowing that, let's set up another expedition. So we have our distress signal all the way over here, which is pretty close actually to some dark glows. That's very interesting. So let's go ahead and assign some people to this. So let's see here. We'll it's not not really organizing them very well, but hey, whatever, it is what it is. We'll send our submarine factory. We don't really need the people there right now. We can probably satisfy one of those. And what happened here? Okay, well, we'll send the sub as is. 67% success rate's not so bad. So let's hope for the best. We are fixing our recreation access. It's just below 50 now, but we are running into a housing issue and a food issue. We need more food. How are we running out of food? I guess that means we have to lay down another carbohydrate farm. It's going to be a chain of carbohydrate farms all the way down. And we're going to start upgrading our homes. And how we're going to do this, we're going to destroy this. Every time I do this occasionally happens. All right, so we had a problem, and as you just saw pop up on the screen, we had a drowning occur. I wasn't even aware that could actually happen. We lost 4 crew members on the path to the Darklows. Did not expect that to happen in any way. And now I guess that calls into question, do we still have an exploration sub? No, we've lost our exploration sub as well. That's unfortunate. I did not expect that to happen. I'm at a loss. That's oh my goodness. That caught me off guard. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. I don't know how to approach that. Well, that's unfortunate. In the meantime, so I guess today's episode is not going to be so much about going out and exploring, so much as it's going to be just getting enough staff to maintain the base. Wow, I did not see that. I did not see that happening. That definitely caught me off guard. But hey, such is the life of living under the ocean. Okay, so it's been a few days. I believe we've stabilized. Oh, speak of the devil, we're being attacked. The marine stabilizer is being attacked. Is it the one that's all the way over here? The one that's not even powered? Oh, that's okay. Go ahead. You can attack that one. Like I said, I didn't think it's going to be the last of it today. Inbox. It appears that one of our mining submarines malfunctioned and brought in a large rock. Let's authorize the experimental processing. We've damaged the alloy furnace. It's okay. We can repair that. But we did gain 50 steel out of it. In the meantime, that was okay. You can destroy that marine stabilizer. We don't need that. But our living quarters just got... Oh, goodness. So we have hit to the point where our clones are starting to die. They're starting to die out. And the reason why, obviously, is they're just hitting the end of their natural lifespan. That's okay. That happens. So it is time for us to start really keeping that cloning process up. I really wish they had an auto clone feature. That would make things so much easier. And I think while we're going about this, what we do need to do, because we're onboarding so many additional staff, I guess would be the best way of saying it, we do need to upgrade our living quarters situation. So we're just going to continue to do so, just in an effort to stay on top of things. And I think we have enough to finally send out that expedition again. Now, let's hope for the best. Let's make sure that we're not going to lose even more people, because that would be extremely detrimental. You know what? We will send the people who are about to die. That makes the most sense, because if they die, they're going to die anyway. That's no big loss. So let's do that. We'll have to restaff soon anyway. And we are fixing our malnourished issue with our high quality food coming in. That's helping out. Our mess halls are also helping out. Speaking of, I think it is time for us to also set up an additional mess hall. Let's see if we can get all of them. We'll set it up right there. And we'll connect like so. So that's going to take care of all of that. And that should really... one thing you have to keep in mind with these, each mess hall can only really service 8 crew. So you may cover a bunch of workstations, but you may not even have enough... staff, like... you might not have enough staff to fill it. So it's definitely something we have to be aware of. And we might just... Oh, that's not going to work. I thought maybe we could kind of stick it in the middle. I thought that would be really cool, but that's okay. We can make that work. We haven't heard anything happen to our sub. Did our sub make it? Oh, it's making it. It's almost there. We're not going to have another experience with like we did with the first one. Now, while we're also here, we might as well get another mining ship, and I think after that maybe we'll build another construction ship. As we can kind of start expanding even more, we're going to need to utilize what we have with the tools that we have. And we've discovered that new biome. I really wish there was a way for us to speed over here, but it is what it is. We are going to set down a outpost. What are we missing? We're missing quartz glass, so we need to figure that out. But all is not lost. I'm pretty sure I saw that there was some quartz somewhere around here. We had quartz somewhere. Scrap steel. Oh, here we go. We have it right here, and I think it's actually going to be in range. So the really cool thing with this, we want quartz, so we are going to actually just assign our mining sub to take on just the quartz, which is what we need the most of. 3 crew are reaching the end of their lifespan. That's okay. And we have a large amount of genome sequences, so that's going to help out. But we are low on iron and quartz. Steel, okay. So iron just feeds into the steel, so we're okay there. We do have, as well, our concrete extraction point. So we can start extracting concrete straight from an extraction point. Although it's finite, it's only 315. I think that's still okay. We can work with that. What we do need to find, actually, now that I think about it, we need to figure out our coal situation. So there's a few ways for us to do this. We know there's actually quite a bit of resources right around here, but the light tower is too far away for us to take advantage of this. So there's really 2 ways that we can kind of work with this. And the first way is we can actually just send a sub to search the common habitat, or we can do the coral reef. Now, the benefit of doing the common habitat over the coral reef is it takes less people, which I think is the important thing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and send our 2 submarine factory workers. It's going to get us 100% guarantee. I think it's going to be this one right here. I'm hoping it's that one right there. In the meantime, we also have to build... We're not there yet. We're just shy. I think we'll have enough. All right, we had just enough, so we're going to set up our outpost right over there. That's not good. Okay, we'll address that in 2 seconds. And we've unlocked this one, so we'll be able to set up a light post. Well, we're missing the quartz for the light post, but we'll be able to set up a light post right there. It's going to give us enough space, so we should be able to get to the coal deposit. We actually might be able to get the coal deposit from here, to be honest. So let's do that. I can actually destroy this for now. Just want to get this coal deposit. And we're seeing all the old age, the impacts of having old age. Forgot to begin cloning. Okay, so we are running low on resources. Specifically, we're running low on coal, so it's gone into emergency mode. It's letting us know that we're shooting ourselves in the foot. So we need to be cautious of this. But we can make that work. We're okay with that. It's not too bad. But we are seeing a plethora of old age death. That's okay. Do we have enough? All right, so we got our light tower set up as well. And a few of the staff have come down with stomach virus. They will be unfit to work unless we act. I would advise that you get them into a hospital. Well, the good news is we actually have a hospital, so joke's on you. We're okay for that. Our food situation is well in hand. We have an abundance of food. I think we've actually almost... I was going to say I thought we maybe eclipsed it, but we're doing okay. And we found an oil field all the way out here as well. So we haven't unlocked the oil field research just yet. And actually, this is super misleading. So in order for us to get oil field, we need to unlock the oil drill and the oil well. The oil well will go on top of the oil drill. But we can't even refine the oil because we don't have anything to go put it in. And in order for us to get that, we have to unlock tier 3, which requires 300 research. So we will go ahead and research this. We have to. We need it. But I think then we'll start saving up for tier 3, and then we'll take advantage of that. In the meantime, the other thing that we can start moving towards is coal generator power upgrade, 20%, and we're right just shy of that, just really roughly 20 points, so I think we can make that work. In the meantime, we will tack on a dock, and I think we'll put up a sonar tower, and maybe we'll be lucky, and we will find some additional fuel out here as well. That would be ideal. So admittedly, I thought I was being smart. I thought we could place our power cables in the dark. We can't. So we have a nice light tower that we just can't take advantage of. So let's see. Maybe we will be lucky. Yeah. So we will have to send an expedition out. But I think we have enough at this point. I think we have enough to do it. We'll send them out. That should drop. I think it's actually going to drop it right there. And that should get us enough light for us to get everything that we need. But we are now running into an oxygen issue. Why are we running into an oxygen issue? Oh, we don't have enough people working in oxygen. So I guess we'll move them off the alloy furnace. We'll take advantage of that. It's gonna have to deal. All right, can we make it now? So we got there. That's the important thing. And I think we've kind of just collecting all the coal deposits right here. So that's okay. All right, so we got power out to our new outpost. We'll call this Outpost 3. We have tapped all of our power. And I think this is a perfect time for us to unlock coal generator power upgrades. And that should kick in. There we go, 13. And our power consumption is increasing. You may need to make switch to oil and oil power generators. Oil will provide much more power to meet our growing needs. And first, we need to locate an oil field. And fancy that, we already have. So we're okay for that. And we have our sonar tower up and running. So let's send out some fuel beacons. I was hoping for a lot more than what we got. But that's okay, we'll make it work. Actually, we did find a coal extraction point right just off the coast, if you will. So we might have to make that work. We might have to work with that. And we have our power up over here, which is even better. So we will also place down another sonar tower, and we'll go like right there. We got a pop-up overseer. The system has flagged the personal logs of clone Paresh Armor. They are the generalists about to perform a dangerous experiment on themselves. The logs indicate that they wish to clone themselves in an attempt to remove the genetic mutations afflicting them. Clearly, this is outside of the normal process, and it is advised that we intervene before they damage something. No, you know what? Let's see what could happen. The test subject appears to have been mostly successful in their quest. The clone is free of mutation, but Paresh Amor is gone. Their personality is a blank slate. Back to square one, they'll be retrained and put back to work in no time. So does that mean that we unlocked a non-cloned crew member? I wonder if that happened. That's something that we'll definitely want to look into. But as you can see, we've found quite a few resources. We have a scrap steel resource point, and I think that's actually it's like just within range. So let's set that up. I think we actually have a spare mining sub for that. And we've run into, for the first time ever, a crew unemployed. We don't have enough. We have too many crew members. I think that's a really good situation to be in. So we'll continue to clone, take advantage of that. We have exhausted over here, so I think what we are going to do is we'll continue with our marine stabilizer. Like so. And in an effort to fix our concrete, because we're actually not taking in any concrete at this point, I think we need to unlock... we already have it. Do we already have it? Yeah, I think we do. Hang on, let's see. Do we already have it? Drill extractor? Yes, we do. So we'll go like so. And we'll attach. And that's going to help fix our... it's going to help fix our concrete situation for just a little bit anyway, until we run out of crew members. In the meantime, going all the way back over to this this outpost, we have our destroyed lab. We can easily send somebody over there, which I guess now is the time to do that. So let's set that up. It's going to take a lot of crew members. Well, you know what? We're gonna make it work, and it's for sure gonna work. So that's gonna fix that. It's also gonna generate some research down the road. So we'll continue our research efforts. I don't think I finished researching or looking for everything here. Oh, there's not much out here. But that's okay. We will need to set up... We're going to need to get more power out here. Inbox, Overseer. We've discovered what appears to be another research lab. We don't know anyone else was down here. It looks to be abandoned. Should we send a sub to take a closer look? Of course, we should send a sub to take another look, and we'll gather some additional research. A whopping 125, which is going to get us right on over to that required amount. Now, I'm pretty sure this is too far away for us to get there. We actually need an elevator. Actually, I think let's build this while we have the opportunity. So let's pause. We'll stick our elevator right there. And look at that. Perfect. Perfect. All right. The distress signal appears to be coming from some kind of research lab. We've dropped a flare as the location. The lab is badly damaged, but not beyond repair. If we want to find out more, we'll have to get more crew over there. An outpost would help us set up a secondary base nearby and unlock the outpost. Oh, we've already done that. We're way ahead of you, man. Come on. I know it's telling us to research UV technology, but I don't really know if we need to research that just yet. I don't think we do. I really don't. But what we do need to do is we do need another oxygen building. Words are not my forte. And that should get us the drill extractor. Now we are going to run into a situation, which is we don't have enough. Our air is gonna go down in quality, especially considering we're stacking on another. We have a lot. Let's actually see what this is looking like. 83%. I think, yeah, 74%. So there is a way for us to offset this. Under life support, they have a basic air purifier. I don't know if I want to invest just yet, because it is going to cost us 90 research, but it's a building that we can tack on, requires 2 power, and does take some oxygen, which weirdly enough, we don't have any staff in there, but it does provide a bonus to our air purity, which is, it might actually be worth it. But I really want us to get tier 3, because we want to take advantage of that oil well, if anything, because our our coal consumption is going up even higher, so we do need to figure this out. Can we actually get... That's going to get us just a little bit further. And we don't have enough staff over here, but everything's connected just fine. We can delete this now. We don't need it anymore. We've kind of done everything we need with that. Do we want to take advantage of the coal? I think we have to. I think we need to set up a light tower. We'll do like so. And only because it's gonna, we should. It's telling us to do this all the time. So we will put a building stockpile just right there as well. It's kind of a haphazard base, but it's only temporary. We're not gonna use it too much. This is gonna quickly become our main area. There we go. We finally got some air going to that new building, and I think we're set. I think we're set. Except that we're losing more staff. And we're being attacked again. Oh, just one thing after another. One thing. Oh, don't attack. Oh, yeah, okay. No, you can attack the submarine factory. Who cares? I think this game struggles from the fact that I don't know. I haven't played enough for us to figure out if we can automate everything. It would be nice if we could. But I guess it's going to be something that we'll have to deal with. Maybe they'll take this into consideration down the road. The attack is over for now. We've lost some of our housing. 2 crew are in darkness. Which crews are in darkness? Oh, you want to know what it is? It's these people way over here. They're not happy about being stuck in darkness over here. I can understand that. So I guess we'll feed them some light. All right, I guess all it was that we just had to build some light, but we've unlocked the outpost, so we have almost have the abandoned research lab back online. We must ensure the lab has crew power and oxygen, which we've already done, I'm pretty sure. So that's okay. There we go. It's kicked in. We're getting the first reports back from the crew sent to the abandoned lab. It appears that the bulkhead doors were forced open from the inside, moments before the distress signal was activated. We're not sure how that's possible at this depth and pressure, but we've resealed them for now. The lab is operational and producing research data, but if we want to learn any more, we'll need to assign an engineer to it. So this is where I think it's going to tell us to unlock the It's giving us quite a... Okay, perfect. Here we go. Our cloning process is far from perfect. Many clones suffer from a limited lifespan, but our research must continue. Using rare genetic material, we can clone specialist crew that they can fill the ever-growing number of specialist roles we needed on the base. Capture a specialist genome and clone a specialist. So I'm not really sure how to capture a specialist genome. But before we do that, let's unlock tier 3. So there we go. We got that. Molecular protein lab. Interesting. So we've unlocked everything. So we've unlocked all the tiers. We have all the stuff ready to go. But it is telling us to get the... where is it? Garden dome. We don't have enough research for it. Okay, that's okay. Physical maintenance center. But going back to what I was thinking of doing. We can unlock slot 1. No, we can't. We cannot. I don't think we can actually unlock anything. People. Okay. So how are we going to get more? How are we going to get more clones? We are going to unlock slot number 1. It's going to give us a extra slot to unlock even more people. That makes sense. And we have to find some specialist genomes. And I don't know how to do that just yet. All right, so we've reached a breaking point again, which we've run into a housing issue. We have too many staff, and the detrimental effects of that are hurting our crew relation effectors. I wonder what happens when you hit 0%. Who knows? I think that's going to be for an experiment for another day. But we have an abundance of research. In fact, we actually have something like 300 research. So why not? We'll go ahead and unlock that. We will get the efficiency upgrade because we're going to need more power soon. And I think what we can do, what's the impact extractor do? Used to collect building materials. They are an efficient way to gather resources. It does take quite a bit of power, 3 power versus the 1 power on the drill extractor. And it takes a lot of engineers. We'll have to figure that situation out. But we're in the right direction. We will also grab the 2 output increase. I think that's going to use up the majority of our science. I think that's it. I'm really interested. This is something I found. It's a trench extractor, an extractor that you can reach deep into the trenches to gather otherwise inaccessible resources. Not sure. I've never run into a trench yet, so that's interesting. I'm looking forward to that. But we can unlock a rate per day attachment module, which does take some. I think quartz, and we had to set up a quartz extraction point because we were running out of we're running low on quartz, but that's going to fix the situation. We are all out of iron. We don't have any iron coming in, but I think everything's kind of moving in the right direction. We're hitting a standpoint where everything's kind of taking a little bit longer. We have quite a bit of crew, 59 crew, and we've survived 120 days, which I think is a fantastic feather in my cap, if you will. We also have to unlock UV lights, and I don't know, I can't figure out where that is. Yeah, I don't know where UV lights are. You would think it would be somewhere around here. You know what? It's probably right there. So we're just a little off. We will unlock that. But I think this episode, hopefully I used jump cuts. I don't know. I haven't edited the video yet, but hopefully the video is not too long. So I'm going to end it here just in an effort to save on that time. As always, please feel free to leave a like, drop a comment. If you're feeling up to it and you really want to, feel free to subscribe as well. Otherwise, ciao for now, everybody.